Next we have the only Comedy Society member to be named after a superhero. Everyone, it's Declan! Wait, no, it's Robin! Woo!
I have to say, I've never done an encore before. I work well as a team and as part of an individual. When was afternoon tea invented? In the Stone Age. So yeah. We were told before we started that we're not allowed to take the microphone out of the stand. So I'm being a bit naughty. I hate audience interaction. Who hates audience interaction? We're going to do some anyway because not much has been done tonight. Let's see if I can find somebody I don't actually know. I don't know you. Are you a student?
I'm a graduate.
You're a graduate. That's no good. Who's a student? We must have a student or two in tonight. Have we got any students in? Have we got anyone in at all? You're a student, right. So what do you study? Oh, I should tell you by the way, the joke will be, good luck working at McDonald's. So what do you study? The onus is kind of on you now to say something that works well with that punchline. Because this isn't funny, it's kind of your fault for studying too good a subject. So what do you study?
Chicken science.
Chicken science. I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Should we go around the room finding out who has the funniest course versus McDonald's punchline combo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Does anyone? What do you study? What do you study?
I study McDonald's.
Well, you will be quite qualified. Well, this is a charity gig, as you may or may not have noticed. I've hardly noticed.
Burn.
But I better tell you why we do charity gigs. Knock knock!
Who's that?
Teresa!
Teresa.
To raise awareness!
Who's that?
I grew up in the great city of the North Yorkshire Moors. It's not a city, there's nobody there. It's nature, it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful places you can possibly grow up. I'd like to tell you something I saw in nature, which really made me appreciate the beauty of the world we live in. We lived in the middle of a valley with fields all around, with sheep and lambs and daffodils and trees and cows. And in the field next to our house was a field of cows and calves. And I saw the most beautiful thing. It was a calf drinking from its mother. And this calf was a bit of a maverick. Instead of going under the side, it went between the back legs, whereupon the mother promptly shat on its head. It makes you think, doesn't it? I also killed 50 birds in one night, but I don't know if you want to hear about that one. I'll tell you another time. It's a good story. They say that history repeats itself. So why do we study it? I went once with my dad, right, to buy a screwdriver. We went to a DIY shop. We bought an electric screwdriver. Oh, we got it home, opened it up, I read the instructions, and it said in it, okay, wait for this, don't shoot the messenger. This is what it said. It said, "This screwdriver is so simple, it can even be used by women and children." That's what it said. I kept the leaflet, I think it's quite funny. But anyway, we couldn't get it working. It is odd how things are phrased. There was a thing on the news that I saw where a bus had hit a tree in London, and they got a fireman on to talk about it, and he said very proudly, "The bus has been involved with a collision with a tree." No, he didn't say the bus hit a tree. The bus has been involved in a collision with a tree. He's not making any allegations as to who was at fault, whether it's the bus or the tree. He doesn't want to say. He might get sued. I'm going to go out on a limb and say my money's on the bus. Unless it was one of those walking trees from Lord of the Rings. Incidentally, isn't Robin a superhero sidekick and not an actual superhero?
Becomes one.
He becomes one.
Lightweight.
Oh, right, fair enough. I haven't seen Batman. Problem with that. The other one, slightly more risque, is the soundproof bed tent. Right. Now this is a great idea for students. It's a tent that goes over your bed and it blocks all noise coming from the bed. Now I have first-hand experience of how embarrassing this can be, because in halls, right, my mattress was really squeaky. It was very embarrassing. It would be squeaky up and down every time I sat on the end of it to put my socks on. So I'm going to leave you with a joke which I've been assured multiple times definitely doesn't work, but I'm quite proud of it, so I'm using it at the end. And it goes as follows. I wrote it myself, by the way. That's why I'm so proud of it. It goes like this. "I ate a parrot the other day, but I'm not going to do it again, because it repeated on me."
There is our esteemed president of the Comedy Society, who, as he said, wrote the one joke at the end.